All right, I'll do one less March, one more Inquisition, and what else? Could do one less Force. All right. All right, we got our Inquisitions. Too bad I didn't cut the same card. Could have been March or Force. I mean, obviously having Inquisition in your opening hand probably better than these cards right now. What are we? Mid-range control. Gorios. They have the combo and they have a frog. I have charm for the flog for the frog, but the charm could also draw me some cards. Probably if I don't take Goryo, they could redraw one. Let's take the frog, I guess. Oh, I could have taken. Well, let that take Goryo. They're gonna play the. I don't know. I was thinking it would be nice to Bowmaster their draw two, but then they get to reanimate. Alright, I uploaded the deck. Who do you think wins? Bowmaster and a couple pings, the Chaping Jamas, or Atraxo? Atraxo wins, okay. In case it wasn't clear. Hello, YouTube. Hey, I'm the Code Trev that played the Black Green Necro. Well, if you want to come on Twitch and tell us all about it. Hello from YouTube, Turtle Hermit. Good morning. Alright, hopefully they didn't draw a second Gorios. Drumroll. Wait, they legit chose those lands? That's all they have? Alright, they bricked. Pest control. Just draw Necro. Yeah, we might not even need to draw anything right now. So Charm is basically replacing March. Is how we should look at it? Gotta pitch that. The worst trade. Not the best trade. Easy clap. Let's draw like... What should I draw? 10 maybe? So what do we know about pending? Pending and mystery card. So we want to keep Land and Professor and Shelley and Force of Despair. That's 4. I guess I'll keep the Charm. Professor are kind of nice here. Maybe better than Shelley? Shelley kills him real fast. Whenever you gain life, open loses that much life. 12, 8. Shelley better. Isn't just Professor Draw good? Good enough to be the top deck Goryo? Like, I mean, I only lose if their next draw step is Goryo, right? Or I'm only in trouble if they draw Riddler or Goryo. Shelley is nice against Riddler. Do they usually play 4 Riddler main? Does the Pelagie version play Riddler? Pelagie has Riddler sideboard usually. Do I have hate main deck for graveyards? Oh, I could draw a Trawler too. Yeah, I think I like Professor Draw, shockingly. To the surprise of no one. I mean, why did they go like Land Solitudes? I'm gonna feel a bit bad about it. Oh, they do have Mending in the Yards. That's an argument for Shelly. They're topped. Monka. Maybe it's just a Pelagie. The Fairy. Okay. I mean, not the worst card to top, but I think they're... I mean, they got a sense of urgency, you know? I guess it's good against Force of Despair. Hmm. The Fairy's pretty good here. Do we know their last card? We still don't know their last card, right? Surgical? I hate Surgical. But May 15, I think it's good. I should try it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I got God, kind of. But it's not like Shelly would have been great against Steph. Maybe going to Prof Alt was better. I don't know. The problem is if they put in a track sign play, the damage not gonna erase, right? Or is it? They're not keeping black man up? I'm really stubborn. Rewarded. Oh, look at March being infinitely better than Witterbloom Charm. On the side notes. There's no thoughts he's mending just to give them least possible Tef does kinda I forgot how Tef messes you up. You can get rid of it. Alright, can I kill them? I guess I'm just gonna play Shelly. Maybe I should have drawn first in case I draw Trawler. Probably not worth the 2 life I'm gaining here. I have white card Solitude or something else. Pitching Atraxa to end of turn Solitude. Okay, I don't get it. You could have just drawn a land and hard casted, but plus, yeah, I'm allergic to plussing, I guess. I feel like I'll win if I keep drawing cards, even against an Atraxa. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like I'm just thinking about the bad scenarios, and the bad scenarios I'd rather be drawing more cards. Am I wrong? All right, I'll plus. Oh, I did have lethal, right? Yeah, I don't know all that stuff. I mean, Professor was great though. Professor was great. Another Shelly might have just done the job, honestly, this game. Not sure. Professor was nice, though. Alright, Edicts, Voidwalker, Necromantia probably worth, Ash Shock, Shadow of Doubt. I'm gonna keep the pushes. Bowmaster seems all bad. Means they're good draws. I guess Bowmaster is nice against Steph, and as good as my charms. Or push, probably too many. Maybe two. This is gonna be tricky. Maybe Edict's too bad against Philology. I'm gonna probably cut a land on the draw. Maybe trim Soul Spike in that matchup. Oh yeah, Edict hits Steph, yeah. Are they gonna have bubbles, maybe? Yeah, I won't do Necromantia. Yeah, I have the charm for that. May just cut all the pushes. They might even cut their frogs. I don't think they ever really cut frogs, though. Maybe I'll just do one Ash Shock on the draw. Might just be very mids. Necromantia. Yeah. Saving Necromantia for not sure who. People who truly only have one win con. A Primeval Titan. It's like pretty good against Living In too.
Monkey says, "What's Nassif's win condition? You, my friend, must not know Yellowhat very well. This is not a guy who brings win conditions."
I've not tried Sorin of House Markov. I was hoping, I think someone in my chat said they might try to. There's a build with Gonti's Machination that looks kind of cool. It does feel like Sorin, you really need to build around it, and I doubt it's any good. Adrenaline Junkie. Blue-white snooze control. Like, I don't think Sorin is good in that deck as like an afterthought, you know. I think that card really sucks. Charm helps a bit. Charm's a nice one. Should I start padding my life total? Gain life gain. Trawler. I don't think I need another trawler, just kind of looking for a Necro. Delta was one of their draws. Probably get that Teth. I guess I'll just min-max life total. Hopefully I don't get punished for it. I think I'm pretty fine because they don't have a way to discard their creature and they don't have a Gorios. So, yeah. Some of the best cards of all time for sure. I'm kind of jealous. Should have held the trawler. Alright, what are they at? I'm drawing some cards. Lori, have you tried Orzhov version of Necro? I think it's better to cover more matchups. I have not, but some people in chat does seem like they want me to try it. Alright, is it time to ultimate? It's like two cards I could be drawing. Hell no. This is not a Professor Plus stream. We need a new command. Two cards that kill them get all the. Wait, it's not actually killing them, right? This is free damage. Oh, I should have drawn some cards probably. Is the charm just asleep at the wheel? Yeah, why don't you just play Sign in Blood if you're just never gonna. I mean, maybe this is not the matchup for these cards, but it does seem like I'm maybe just having Sign in Blood would have been nice, stuff like that. Kind of awkward necro here. Yeah, fine. Charm's probably gonna be nice at some point. Entomb? They need an Entomb badly. No Entomb. They did keep on top though. That Gristlebrand. That Gristlebrand looking a little low right now. The Professor was super nice. It was much better than Shelly, right? But well, this game was much better than Shelly, and the last game was probably better than Shelly too. Not good enough for standard, but good enough for modern apparently. Oh, did they earn Ephemerites? Or they have Gorgas if they were trying to get lucky. All right, fine. I'll gain some life with Professor. How many should we draw? Like 7, maybe? Little spike? Spiky spike? No, I think I boarded some out.
Necro hat hands clapping necro hat hands clapping hands clapping.
Yeah, Dennis. What's up? Are you playing the RC this weekend? Maybe Professor's just unironically the secondary engine you were missing. I don't do yesterday. I went 2-3, but it was a decent 2-3. I don't remember what happened. I don't know. It didn't put me completely off the deck though. But Guide of Soul, which one's a recruiter? Power 2 or less. I think I should take the 1-drop. Was it in the Steve 5-0? Can't remember. A lot of things qualify as in C5 these days, though. What was the last match? A little 2 victory against Corios. Oh, Alaran. Okay. Oh, interesting. Should I pressure that life total? Inquisition's only good if I get to play Necro next turn, and if I get to play Necro next turn, I probably win anyways. I'm gonna wait a turn. Get a Bowmaster in play. I'm also kind of the RCQ system, saving for a house, and you're certainly down money if you queue for the PT from Australia. Oh. Probably missed. Unfortunately not. It's a kind of shit location. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, money. Yeah, Magic's not cheap hobby, let alone Australia. Whenever another creature enters. And they have to play like bad creatures too to combo you. So they're playing combo and energy, kind of like the historic decks, right? Or what format was it where? Let's see. Is it better to go tap land Bowmaster Bird at this point? I don't hate it, honestly. I'll attack first. If they block, I'll kill the sharpshooter. Maybe this is too weak, though, of a play. It's not the Safi loop was Relier. I have no idea. Pretty keen to combo my Nassif sign Living Ends was Violent Outburst again. Oh. Yeah, I think Living Ends probably decent. I didn't have the greatest league the other day, but I think it's probably better than Rhinos. I should have maybe attacked first. So strong. Okay. I was gonna draw 6 maybe. On Soul Spike. So they have bunch of creatures, bunch of fetch lands, recruiter. Calling a ritual. Edict. Let's see, what do I now want? Maybe I can just cut the Shellys from a Shelly. Keep all the cheap removal. Maybe shut up, that's just greedy. I don't think I want Damnation. Maybe Professor's kind of mid in the matchup. Maybe Edict's not efficient enough. Shelly or Professor? Maybe I will do Shelly. It's better with Necro. Is Necro good again? Was Necro ever bad? Maybe Necro was just never bad. Hmm. Sure. No Soul Spike, no discard. Ooh, they don't have a 1-drop. Like that. Saves me a bit of life, but maybe if it was exactly basic Swamp, I would have kept. Necro was dev bad. I wouldn't be shocked if a good version of Necro was better than some of the other decks people played on the reg. It was also always like pretty decent against ooh, it's just good deck building. Living In is the same place as Dredge kind of scoops to hate though. Living In can actually beat hate. Living In's just so messed up in the first place that you can be like We're gonna go with some lots of hates and some really good hands. Yeah, Inquisition has been good. Are we getting veiled? Any of these cards do anything? They don't have the fourth land for... I mean, I'm assuming Recruiter kind of does something. Okay, when this creature enters, pay 2 energy. If you call and return this creature and you get 1, so it's like 2 energy for 1 green. Maybe I should just take the card they can cast. Even though it dies to Bowmaster. Yeah, it's Primal Prayers, but... I mean, they don't have the Force Land, right? And they don't have Primal Prayers right now. Now we figured out that much. Infinite energy? Yeah, if they have prayers and stuff, right? Est-ce que tu joues des Betrayal dans Living End pour le Mirror? Je me rappelle pas. Did we play the Living End Mirror match the other day? And je l'ai rentré quand c'était les versions Sultai avec Overlord, Teferi, ou si quand il y a ces cartes-là, mais si c'est Teamer contre Teamer, je sais pas honnêtement. What are people doing in like Teamer Living End Mirror matches? Maybe Togolis knows. He's been playing Living End. You just board in Betrayal? Might be a bit of a leveling war at some point too. I mean, it's getting to a point where they're just going to start attacking and then beating me down and stuff. Probably need to get a little Necro going here. How much can they attack for next turn? They can deal a lot of damage. Six in the air. Seven, eight. Maybe they can deal 8 damage. 9 damage. Guess I'll draw 7. Really? Well, that just happened. That sure was a combination of 7 cards. Just saying, March versus Charm, the Charm has not been looking great so far. What part of France are you from? I miss Europe. I grew up in Paris. I was born and grew up in Paris. I live close to Paris now. I don't know because I have an RCQ this weekend and not sure how to approach a Living in Mirror. I'm not sure either. I don't think I used to... I don't know. You could check out... I'm not sure who's been streaming the deck. Yeah, we only have 1 march left in the list. The list I copied originally had 0 marches. So it's like, you know, not exactly 1 for 1, but wait, they just... Okay. Like, the thing is, if you're boarding in Betrayal and they're keeping in Living End, aren't you just getting owned? So I'm guessing in the Teamer Mirror I would just keep the Living Ends. I guess I could just gain 5 life, right? Let's try the line. Gain 5 life, hope to get lucky. Let's do Shadow of Doubt on the play. Maybe I'll do Force over Fell to Profane too. Since they're a little aggro. No, I shouldn't cut a Black Source. That was like that was kind of an unreal unlucky run out of cards, honestly. I wonder what the odds were. Yeah, Bloom and whatever else we're playing. I mean, the Professor were looking pretty good. Yeah, just take the guide. Guess I need to take the charm actually. Damnation on the play. Yeah, maybe Damnation is better than some of the stuff I have. I can see that. Yeah, we lost game 2. I just drew nothing of Necro. I drew like 7 cards, and none of the cards I drew were relevant somehow. I mean, I'm assuming this is better if I'm resolving Necro next turn. What could they have? They could have Wear Tear. That'd be really nasty. Maybe I should just... I mean, it's one draw step to draw exactly Wear Tear, and they need to have it in their deck in the first place. Like, I know I'm unlucky, but surely no one's this unlucky. Oh yeah, I could have paid an extra black. Right. Is it better than Surveilling? Let's do like 8. Could maybe do more. The Blooming Marches have been nice. Haven't gotten screwed over yet. Yeah, join the Living End Discord. Maybe I should be in the Living End Discord. Maybe I should be in every modern Discord, like right now. Just reading up. Kind of hard to know who to trust, though. Alright, Chad, you know what? Think this might be a spot. Wait, can they? They can just win the game, right? When is that? You get 2 energy. So they need land? By paying energy rather than paying their mana costs. Right, open, cast a spell. Okay. I think they have Charm up because they didn't cast. Maybe they're just saving it for Primal Prayers. I'm not even sure Charm is saving me if they have it all. In the Living End Discord, there's exclusively people with 0 results coming collectively to the worst possible conclusions. A Reddit turbo mod running his moves doesn't make... Okay. A ringing endorsement. I should draw like a lot of cards, right? I'm not gonna die to damage. Maybe I'll draw like 12. Try and hit it for some despair. Bro, what is wrong with me? I think I just hold on to the Soul Spike, right? Not even a painless land. More? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have a Patreon? I do not. I do like put guides in my Discord for the subs sometimes. I don't do it enough. I should maybe just have a. I probably, yeah. Could have like a Patreon for deck guides. Well, it was like one deck guide a month or something. Boromir kind of owns me. Oh, my cards do anything. Wait, do I just kill them next turn? Oh, a Soul Spike is useless. They're probably just dead, right? Just dead to Shelly. Shelly, Ultimate, Professor, Necro, etc., etc. Doesn't my Professor kill it for free? Oh. Whatever, they're just dead, right? Oh, maybe not, actually. Maybe can only deal 12? Creatures you control can end struggle on the ring tempts you. Shelly, Necro, and Professor together. Pretty good. Draw 6. Gain 12. Deal 12. I could still lose. That Boromir. And Fatal Push would have been nice here. Fatal Push would have been really nice. The greatest Boromir of all time. My hand is just like double Force of Despair Soul Spike. Oh, they're down to 1. Maybe they can still win. Fetch before Necro. Well, then I deal less damage and draw less cards. Am I dead? Zach, thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Is that like infinite life? I said cool. I mean, I can still deck them, right? Can't you force and then spike the guide? Boromir says, whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. I have a feeling they're not going to be able to gain enough life to beat Professor plus Necro. I mean, I can probably just deck them, right? There's 22 cards left in my deck. Can I deck them? Maybe I don't have enough removal left in my deck to get them. I just heard, ow, ow, ow. Just a little one probably using his claws on Liz. Come they deck me? I don't have Necro in play. I get to skip my draw step. Alright, chat, let's do something in the meantime. Because opponent's playing a deck they should not be playing on Modo and expect me to scoop. Okay, well, Charm has been really bad so far. Professor has been really good. I could see Calling a Ritual being good or some other green cards being worth it. I don't think Charm has been really bad. It's been worse than March, though. Infinitely worse than March. Halfling? Yeah, Halfling is an option. Ashok kind of, yeah, Ashok's probably like that sideboard card. Wow, they're up to like at least 20 life. What an amazing combo. Excited for the historic AC call this weekend. Should be a fun one to watch, yeah. Probably some brutal games. Open it as infinite life, yeah. Think they have to be black drawn. Yeah, playing halfling is playing a non-black card is kind of rough in that deck. That's a good point. So we're looking for gold cards only. It's too bad Rumble is so bad was whatever Necro's trying to do. Because being able to find Necro is really nice. DRS. The whites, yeah. Or maybe no splash. But having some removal. Someone shared a list with us, I think. Or did I close it already? Ooh. Looks like they're up to maybe 40 life. Yeah, I played Profane Tutor. I think Sign in Blood is probably better. Profane Tutor is probably better if no one's playing Teferi. I'm not sure how much Teferi changes Profane Tutor versus Sign in Blood. But there's like probably gonna be a decent amount of def in the meta. Gain 5 life would be the primary modes. Yeah, I would guess the Destroy 2 comes up more. I think I actually haven't done Destroy this league. I've done Gain 5 and Sack. No Voidwalkers, F4 in the sideboards. I think there's too many bolts in the format still. Too many decks playing Discharge, Bolt, whatever, you know. For Voidwalker to be a good main deck card, but maybe. Yeah, sacking your Necro probably comes up a decent bit. Oh, you found the lists. Someone shared a list earlier to me. It was the same list. Is Scatramos really good with just Relic? Whenever one or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield, it works a bit with Necro. Pillage the Bog. I mean, isn't that card a worse Profane Tutor? It's like it's close. Better top deck, obviously. Boggart, I mean, casting Boggart to trigger Ketra. Turns Ketra into... Yeah, I mean, maybe if Ketra is well positioned and people can't really get rid of it easily. Let's see if there's a Necro list in the latest deck dumps, or if there's anything interesting. Ooh, Tidebinder main. 2 region, 3 Tidebinder. Isn't that like kind of the old builds? When I say old, I mean just before the bans. Kind of what people were playing. Yeah, I'm not sure about Rhino. I do feel like it's a good Riddler deck. That's the stock Azorius Blink list right now. Four Endurance, 4 Agent, 4 Creator, 4 Sub, 4 Street Trace. Oliphant. Yeah, this looks pretty solid. 3 Dead Gone in the sideboard and Charmal. I wonder if that's a bug or if they just got like 2 5-0s. Yeah, I don't like Press the Enemy. Maybe it's good against Sink into Stupor though. I was gonna say I can deck you. Maybe it's slightly in bad faith, but I'm not gonna scoop when I'm not dead. Let alone, I don't know, we're playing Magic Online. This is what I have right now. I'll show you my living and builds after playing like a league or two. Let's see. I have the 2 sinks and 17 lands. Is it the exact same mana base? Let's see. I have 4 surveil land though. They have 3. They have 1 village and 2 sinks. And the auto aura. So they have a mistrized village over my second hedge maze. Which is fine, I guess. I have slightly more. I have a second Oliphant and only 2 Curators. And then why am I not playing to make room for like all my random... I have Flare Riddler. I have 2 Riddlers and a Flare. They have a Press the Enemy and just more cycling cards. Riverwinder, sure. Extra Curator. Like, I think it's probably better to have maybe more cycling cards in your main deck than Riddlers. But then my logic is I want these Riddlers in my sideboard plans, so I made room for them in the main. They're also not the worst if you go like draw 2, discard a Riddler with Wistfulness. That's pretty nice. And then I had Brainstorm in the main, but I was thinking maybe it's more of a sideboard card when people load up on consigns and this and that, and the games go longer and you draw your living ends more. So I want to try like just Brain Surge. I also have the third Betrayal. Oh, they don't even have Betrayal at all. Wow, I think Betrayal is pretty great, even when people know about it. I have 4 Disputes. I have 2 Lizards, maybe 1 is enough. I haven't played the Storm matchups, and then I have Foundation Breaker and a Force of Vigor, but I could see just free Foundation Breaker being right. I was watching Doomway play yesterday, and it looks like you could have had like Force of Vigor. Would have rather had Foundation Breaker than Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor is really bad against Vexing Bubble, is the problem. Yeah, exactly. Vibrance, Bold, Bothy. Yeah, I guess Voidwalker is a problem, right? What's the plan against Voidwalker right now? Hardcast, Subtlety, being on the play. I mean, the plan used to just be on the play and turn Freedom, right? Just get stuff in the bin before, and then... Yeah, maybe you do need some kind of removal. Vibrance double red, though. Even with all the land cyclers and stuff, it's pretty rough to have double red early on. I guess you could have turn free, it's still good enough. Dranith. Killing the dot. Yeah, I don't remember what the plan was. Just pray, right? Or bounce it, maybe? I wonder how much life they've gained. Let's see. 26 energy. Probably not that much, right? What's their win con? They have the 1 free that pings you. I don't know. I can probably legit deck them, right? If I kill the right creatures. Crash MTGO. Why would this crash MTGO? I mean, that's how they want to spend their time. Did MTGO crash or this isn't a real match win? I mean, I do think I might be able to like deck them. Oh, they got to 123. That's pretty good. Oh, and I guess they're killing my professor too. Do I have Ashiok? I have Necro. Do I have one Ashiok? No. Hmm. Let's see. I want to do Calling Ritual. How many pushes do I have left? Oh, alright. I'm just gonna do 4. Surely I'll draw a push. Hey, what's up?
Something important to ask you. Did he?
Yeah, so.
Okay, so Prince.
Sure. What is trying to talk to us? No, sorry. Je ping Jamas. Maybe I should have kept that charm. Never talks to us. I don't know who's more entitled, them for expecting me to scoop or me for feeling like I should have won that match easily and I'm not willing to give up. I'm the bad guy here? Really? I'm the bad guy? Hmm.
69 months.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Probably need to kill these creatures on side. I mean, Soul Spike against Goblin Bombardment's really sad, but should use my card. And you think it's right to scoop if I can't deck them? Yeah, maybe being able to deck them is scope. I don't know, we're playing Magic Online. Maybe you shouldn't play a deck that relies on expecting your opponent to scoop. I feel like... Oh, they have Terra as their last card? Oh. I might just win the game, like, straight up. Wait, why did I kill it twice? What am I doing? I'm not sure what I'm doing, but it's not great. Yeah, I should maybe shame scoop, honestly. I'm committed. I've accepted.
The genius of Gabriel Nassif.
I'm the villain. Bobby, hope you had a good stream. And him, big brain. That's what I rate too. Listen, I'm not made of money or QPs. How many QPs? Well, a lot. I never have enough to like play all the things. I can only play one this weekend. Half chests. You know chests don't give QPs, right? Prove it. Just open all. What should I do? I think Thoughtseize kind of makes sense. There's Force of Despair in hand. Not have to play their creatures or lose them. When was the last time I slammed a card Ignite Mary style? I don't know if I've done it that often since. Oh. It might just be dead. GG. I might just be dead here. If I force, they can sack Prides to flip a Johnny. Force in response to a Johnny flip trigger. But they don't have to flip it. They said appreciate your fair play. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Can I do anything? Force, they sack Pride. They have a Johnny. How much damage do they have? Can I get them on their turn? Well, no. Profane? Yeah, but they just don't kill. They just have another cat to kill in response, right? Do force in Mayan step? Doesn't change anything. Oh, now they get the cat. They get an extra creature. Spell kills plane? Guys, I'm like, they don't have to flip a Johnny on my turn if I don't do anything. This wasn't the worst line? Yeah, but it wasn't it worse than just waiting, waiting. Alright, I'm dead. Well, that was unreal that I lost that matchup. Should I keep the nothing hand? Double discard on the draw. Oh, 4005, we missed it. Too bad. So I'm probably playing a Cascade deck. So I guess I should just wait a turn. Fine, fine. Wait, isn't that gonna get me like... But the song gets me, or the song gets my stuff like flagged and whatnot. We can play it in between games. Oh, it was Ravager? Wow, I got. And now my Inquisition's gonna break. Not quite. Needle, Crib, Bubble. Should Inquisition cap? Crib does nothing. Needle doesn't do much. Can take Sink or Bubble. Right, Bubble. He hasn't read one of my messages in months. I could literally post a long-winded diatribe about how his content is inspirational, and I think he's a nice and good person, and how he helps make my days better, and he would ignore it to respond to a first-time chatter asking a level 0 question. Who was that, Rhino? So can you just delete the bot? I was more thinking about YouTube and stuff. Fine, fine. Don't we want to actually watch the clip, though? You know what? We should have done that while my opponent was gaining 100 life. That would have been the good time to listen to it. Audio tracks on my VODs. I have. Oh yeah, maybe I have now. You might be right. I feel like I still get them sometimes. What should I do? Could charm the... I could charm the Ravager? No, I could Soul Spike the Ravager. Now... Do we know their last cards? I don't think we do. And then I could charm the first token they make, or I could just play a Trawler. I feel like probably just playing a Trawler is right. And if I draw a black card, I can just kill a blocker and then Soul Spike them. Yeah, I was worried about another Sing too, even though they already have 2. Now what? Now maybe I need to charm. 9. Ugh. I just say go. Kill the Ravager. Oh yeah, now I should have killed the Ravager. Just pass, you have infinite time. I think casting Trawler was fine. But maybe I should have killed the Ravager once they cast Sync. Professor. I don't really have infinite time against Saga. Just spike the Ravager, probably. And then Dalian fell the token. Not sure that was the line either, honestly. I don't know, they're in a really rough spot, right? Yeah, they've got to be in a terrible spot. France's World Cup squad is nuts, yeah. I mean, isn't it like every time? Has it been nuts for the past 30 years every time? Portugal? Does Portugal even have a good player left? Boxy doesn't seem to believe so. Portugal's one of the favorites. Wait, is Cristiano Ronaldo still playing? Damn. How old is he? Like 38, 36? He is sadly 41? He's almost as old as me. He stopped playing, that's why we're favored. Uh, oh, PSG is a lot of Portuguese player? See, what do I know? Alright, Ritual. Shadow of Doubt might be necessary. Damnation. And then Edict. Is Bowmaster bad against their version? I don't like the discard spells, but you might need them. And Spike's probably kind of awkward, but you probably also need them. Shadow, yeah, but I don't know. I think just Saga honestly makes it worth it. Yeah, it is kind of corner case. Dothy, yeah, I'm not gonna bring in Dothy when I'm bringing in Damnation and Culling Ritual. Alright, I guess I have Charm and Ritual for Saga, kind of. Man, everything feels so quiet and silent without A in the background. How far are we from the next A? Was Charm better than March this game, finally? That's right. That song's so good. So good that it's not even clear the A part is the best part of the song. I guess the best part is when they're going through all the countries in Florida. Oh, they're all in. Turn on weapons? Oh, turn on Ravage. I always feel like I'm in the one cards. Inquisition. I have Soul Spike in hand too. I always feel like I'm in the Indiana Jones scene in when he's facing the guy with his saber that does all the fancy tricks and then he just shoots him with his gun. When someone does something like that. It's like they're just and I think they mulligan too. Alright. Yeah, no, that was some bad draws for them. Both games. I think the first Surveil land is pretty huge in Necro. Feels even better in Necro because if you find Necro on curve, it can be like night and day. Like you have a card that's so much better than the rest in your deck. Modern PTU in Amsterdam? I mean, you gotta wild figure it out, right? I wonder if they have another rebuke. Or they're just saving so they have mana for Mox Opal. Yeah. One lander, no necro. Acquisition's been nice. Acquisition's been really good. I will say. I was gonna get rid of Bowmaster. Hope we're not up against multiple turn 1 prides or something. Yeah, the Professor has been really good. Is there really not like a 3 or 4 mana card that we can play that's like Professor-like? They did really push the Professor. And you kind of want to play Surveillance and Fetch lands for pushes anyways. But you kind of want to play Fetch lands for Surveillance and push. And I don't think Blooming March is going to screw you over very often. Oh, another one. Which one do you lead was? Made Thoughtseize. Oh. I could have taken both their mana sources. But they have a creator. That's probably worse than just taking... Wait, was taking Sync even better than taking Oliphant there? Probably not, right? Maybe? Yeah, Heretico. Guess less likely to get forced. Alright, and it's not even good mana. They already had their Thundering Fold. Wait, why didn't they get District? Oh, they want to cycle, right. I should probably get Overgrown Tomb. I'll greed it up. Then draw 7. Is my default going to like Soul Spike? Necro can go, Necro can go. I guess Catacomb can go. Trying to solve Titan and thought about this. I might test soon. What are we gonna test soon? Not a Titan expert. Grazer Titan. Astral Titan. That's just Primeval Titan. Playing Make a Spawn in Titan. Sounds cool. Alright, we want to draw... I want to draw 2? 5? I don't want to go down to 2 because of Shelly. Maybe I should just do 5 now. No, I'll do... Could do something in between. Doesn't have to be 2 or 5. I don't completely hate doing 2. Just because we might be playing a fair game. Now they're going to start cycling again. Five's too risky. No, I think I probably need to like end the game soon. I'm going to do 5. Got a Soul Spike. Edict doesn't make a ton of sense. And then Bowmaster can go now, maybe. Stay out of Bolt range against the Living End deck. What Bolt? Vibrance? No one plays Vibrance. I think you want to do 5 just because you don't want to give them too much time. It's not that hard for them to reassemble everything. Alright, I can draw 5 here. Sync Shelly, Sync Necro. Sky Turtle, Shelly. Maybe just draw 1. Or draw 4 again. Do have Charm. I'll just draw one, whatever. Need to be worried about outbursts now. Alright. Voidwalker, that's actually the Necromantia matchup. Damnation might be okay. Yeah, Shock Shadow might be good enough. Push can go. Edict can go. March can go because we have Charm. And then I guess Bowmaster go. Maybe I keep March over Bowmaster. Has Damnation been? I don't know. I mean, it's a one-up in the sideboards. Obviously, I got very few reps. It's for a Welding Jar Affinity. That's part of the reason. And like Draco, like some of the annoying creatures, Leyline Draco can be a little tough. Kappa. I mean, we have the Edicts too, but I don't know. Might be loose. Might be worse than like just Force of Despair number 4 too. These subs are going to be annoying. Can't take Riverwinder. Is that bad? The hardcast subs, I said sub was going to be annoying. It's going to sandbag the Shadow of Doubt just because I don't have that much going right now. Maybe it's bad. Maybe I'm playing bad. I guess it's time cycle. We know they have Force and 2 subs. I think I'm happy to top that, right? My hand's awkward against Violent Outburst. Maybe I need to cast Trawler now. Do I draft on stream sometimes? Sometimes. When I'm testing for the PT mostly, the draft format of the PT. Kind of cool, I can sack my Trawler. To draw some cards. I'm not sure bringing back a Trawler adds up too much though. Trawler in the art is perfect. I don't think it does that much, but it's probably better to do that now. Try and find something good. Oh, you know what you can do? You can play Trawler as a land and sack it too. That's kind of cool. Although anti-living in technologies. Oh, they brought in Betrayal? I think they have both? Why would you bring in Betrayal in this matchup? Winter Bloom I see much worse than Bowmaster. Well, I'm playing for Bowmaster. Now I have a Shelly in the yard if they do a living end. You boarded out Bow. Yeah, maybe I should keep both in. Well, obviously Bowmaster is like pretty good when they do nothing and miss land drops and stuff. Not sure that's gonna be the case that often though. Alright, so if they Betrayal Shelly again, guess I'll fetch now to fin the deck. So just draw 6 maybe? And it's gas. Just spike, I guess. And charm maybe? I'll try to have a swamp left. I think I'm playing 4. Fun match. Was I'm winning? Okay, let's assume they have Outburst into Living End. I get back. Yeah, I guess I get back a Shelly anyways. Shelly and play either way. Clearly, opponents should just have Lightning Bolt in their sideboards as their Cascade cards. What do I even name on Necromantia? Does their tech word with Necromantia? I'm just gonna die. 2-1 endurance. I kind of forgot about endurance. But I'm just ignoring my graveyards. Their plan kind of makes sense in that way that Betrayal's better when they're just trying to win a fair game. Pitch Necro to force. That's not how the card works. I do have subtlety for their subtlety. Now what? I can't gain life anymore. Can I still win? Not really. Maybe I should have played around that scenario. Or kind of cooked. Not really. Okay, now we might be. Yeah. Guard taking 2 a turn was Shelly. Classic Necromantia. Worse than an Edict. Worse than a Bowmaster. Maybe boarding out Bowmaster when you keep in all the charms is just illegal. Can I Necromantia myself? Target opponent. I have a chance if they just, like... I attack. Down to 5, down to 3. I chump. Or I could just say go. Keep saying go. Is it better to attack or to keep saying go? Should I necro them? Yeah, probably actually. I should use my cards. Alright. If I attack, they're gonna take it. They're gonna flash endurance. I kill it. And then I lose to Sink, Turtle, probably lose to Agent. I lose to a lot of cards. If I keep saying go, I'm probably just giving them more draw steps, honestly, to draw something good. But I should have Necromancer before attacking. So they can get a Voidwalker if the Agent. Agent Outburst. I guess Violent Outburst probably makes the most sense. Could have just named Betrayal, I'm dumb. Should have just named Betrayal. Well, wait, then Agent is not the worst top deck. Yeah, I don't know. Naming Outburst was probably like bad. One Brazy Bee, one Turtle. They brought in the Commandeers. They have the that Force of Vigor too. Valakut's Awakening. I'm playing Brain Surge. I don't know which one's better. Valakut's Awakening or Brain Surge. Yeah, Necromancer is only you. I mean, only them. Only opponents. They have Otawara. They have Sky Turtle. They have Sync. They have it all. And I didn't necro the right card. I should have just necroed Betrayal. Even though Betrayal could easily be in their hands, that one would make sense to be stuck in their hands. Also, just any blocker. Any like a Creator of Mysteries. Bitter Agent. Into Betrayal. Damn. Should have named Agent. Agent kind of wins them the game anyways. Trawler. Man, one life. Maybe they'll fetch. Forgot about Shelly passive and fetch. Muscle memory. They did not fetch. Yeah, I boarded out all the Bowmasters. Alright, against the Betrayal plan. Voidwalker probably still good. Should I cut the Force of Despairs? Should I cut the Sweepers? Am I gonna get owned? Position could break. Lottie's better with Voidwalker. Position's not gonna break, surely. One land, two Cascade spells, Brazy Bee. Surely Brazy Bee's just not that good, right? Prob Outburst. Hmm. I don't know. Tricky matchup. I mean, I was thinking I was just gonna. Oh, you want me to take Charles? Well, I'm not gonna sack. Yeah, I was thinking I was just gonna get the outburst anyways, but you're right. Maybe I should go after the instant speed ones first. Either way. Probably beat my own Shelly. Am I not supposed to attack if we assume they have living ends? I mean, if they have living end, they're bringing back a Charlotte's agent. I think I need to start attacking now. Or to just start casting stuff or top deck. I'm honestly kind of clicking buttons this match. If anyone has any kind of insight as to what matters this game, what I should be doing, etc., etc., please. Oh, it is living ends. Four or seven. I would have waited one more turn before attacking. Why? Why is waiting good if we're assuming they're gonna betray all my Shellys? They have sub in hands? I'd have Brazen Bar or could have sub too. I just lose if they have a sub. Wait, don't we know about their entire hands? That's kind of good. They had sub and they didn't sub my trawler? Oh. Is sub also the one card I don't know about? Where's Oliphant? And now they have thing to save it to. I guess I can just go face. Their draws were kind of unreal. From what we knew. Maybe that Voidwalker attack was bad. Feels like they kind of drew almost perfect. Might still be okay. I need to draw 2 black cards. Blowing March. Blooming March could definitely be like one of them. The black lands. That was a little unlucky. I was not a favorite, but they're another sub anyways. Wow. Must be nice. I don't want you. What do you want me to say? But your Mika Spawn Titan list. Yeah, Titan's unplayable. Oh shit. What? Never seen a more unplayable hand in my life. Should I even bother? Probably. Yeah, the card Death Shadow is just so embarrassing, honestly. A Phoenix card, on the other hand, is nice. Might solo me. There's an idea to move to discard the turn you soul spike your oppo's phase before spiking, then if you oppo play something. Yeah, I guess I did have that useless land in hand, kind of. I didn't have a green source in play yet, but maybe I was supposed to do that. Maybe I was supposed to do that. Yeah, I don't read YouTube, sorry. Maybe one day I'll fix that, but no, you're right. I'm not playing very well. I don't know. I'm gonna blame it on my lack of sleep and stuff. Great for Death Shadow's just an unplayable modern card. Probably even Spike Conwin was Death Shadow in his deck. It's too bad. It's just too hard to build around. I didn't blame the kid, I blamed the lack of sleep. It's different. I chose my words carefully. You draw 2, do you draw 5? I'll give him a chance. I'll draw 5. Try and get unlucky. Moonshadow might be a playable card. Still wouldn't build my deck around a 1/1 for 1. Sounds kind of ambitious. I don't get lost in the sauce here. Oh, I kept the Thoughtseize. Oopsie. You guys are probably gonna cast that probably gonna cast that Phoenix at some point. Does Bestow count for Force of Despair right now? I'm assuming Bestow is good against Force of Despair now. And it is kind of worse than Shelley here, but good enough. I kept track of Professor over Shelley in the first match against Goryeo, and I think it was better than Shelley overall. Not sure how much better though. Shelly's not an engine. Is the issue. Shelly's gonna be mopey in some spots. On accident? What do you say, Bobby? By accident? Why are you gatekeeping the English language, Bobby? True Scooter, why does anyone say anything? Especially on the YouTube chat since I never read it. Hello, YouTube chat. Hello, Cesar Julian. Hi, Nassif. Are playing Betrayal and Living In for the Mayor? It's not for the Mayor. I don't think we talked. Oh, you came in chat and asked, I think. How Shadow of Doubt feels? Shadow of Doubt. I think it's fine. In closed deck list, it was good for me the other day. I played the list was 4 and people were just unsuspecting, and I got a bunch of people not sacking their fetch land on their turn. I think it's bad in open deck list. I think it's bad if people start playing around it. And I think it's maybe okay as a sideboard card in matchups where it's really strong. But I mean, people are not fetching on their turn against your black deck. Playing foreign domains, not the worst thing. I was wondering if I could die to that line. Like exactly Thoughtseize into Death Shadow. I'm in a rough spot. Did they have to draw? They didn't have Thoughtseize, right? They had to draw it. Maybe I was supposed to troll their graveyards. This league. Is it better to play Blue-White Control or Jeskai Control? Good question. Discharge is really good when you're playing Wrath Disguise. Discharge pretty solid card even without Wrath Disguise. It might be worth splashing for just for Discharge and you know, maybe sideboard Fire Magic or stuff like, you know, if you go red cards, Wear Tear. Whatever the case may be. Let's see. Can kill this to get a Phoenix in play. Can't remember if I know anything about their hand still. They have another Death Shadow, right? I think. They have Lightning Bolts. They're at 8. I'm gonna lose my Professor. I guess I'll just take the Lightning Bolts. Yeah, I think Shelly would have been better these games. This league's really not selling me on the green splash. Hasn't been all bad, don't get me wrong. Hasn't been that great though. Okay, they have Death Shadow in hand. Probably just draw 7 now. This way they need a top deck to kill me. I can draw spikes and stuff. Just spike face now. Blue splash for frog. Athena likes it. Let me take a look at your Jessica list. Free test for solitude, 2 subtlety. Static Prison? Why are you playing Static Prison? That list looks somewhat horrendous. That list looks really bad. You're just gonna run out of cards and stuff. That list, that is one of the worst lists I've seen, honestly. Like, I don't like Solitude and Subtlety in these decks, really. Maybe if you're doing Narset Days Undoing, you can kind of justify more of them, but you don't have enough card advantage to support playing all these pitch cards. You're playing a lot of random cantrip cards that are... I mean, looks like you're expecting to play against Living End and... Wait, what? How did that happen? Can they... Do I just not know what cards do? Can you bestow from play? The top deck to bolt? They drew Unholy Heat. Hmm. Well, that was cool that they top deck exactly Thoughtseize and then exactly a removal spell. That's some realistic draws. Okay. Realistic draws. Phoenix is such a messed up card, though. I will say that. Phoenix is a very, very, very messed up card. We've got Thoughtseize. Maybe Force of Despair is not the greatest against discard decks. Yeah, you can bestow from hand. I knew that. That's why I was. But yeah, obviously they just for removal. They drew an Unholy Heat. My opening hands have been really good. I'm not sure why. It's not like I'm playing a deck that's like super consistent or anything. Nethergoyf, I have Voidwalker. The Death Shadow can wait. Am I supposed to take Bubble? Obviously not taking Phoenix. Actually, does that make sense? Just Blessing, maybe? Or Nethergoyf. One of the two, right? They get to surveillance stuff if I take Nethergoyf. I'll take the Goyf, I guess. You missed when Blessed Alliance was a playable modern card, and by playable... Was there a format where Blessed Alliance was just 4-off main deck, a standard format? Sideboard card against Boggles? I wonder how many times in my life I've registered for Blessed Alliance in a Magic Online League. Could go check trophies. Over under 50, probably over under 0.5. Oh. I was just gonna tell them just Demonic Tutor every draw step. Oh, they didn't take Necro. Maybe they know I'm not drawing a land. Maybe they know I'm drawing another Necro. Oh no, they probably like targeted themselves, right? I did just have another Thoughtseize. Could be. Blessing Death Shadow is kind of nice. I don't think it's new or anything, but still kind of nice. Now they're just gonna draw like 4 Street Race in a row. And just one-shot me next turn. Maybe I should have kept all the Forces of Despair. for this scenario. I'm not sure what's the most damage he can realistically deal to me. I think I'm just gonna draw 6. Well, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna draw 3, right? Soul Spike's not even good against Death Shadow when I'm tapped out like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw 3. I think that makes more sense actually. Because if I spike them and they actually draw Street Wraith, they just get to go Street Wraith, Death Shadow, and just attack for 1,000,000 and make up for the life I'm just gaining. Just hard cast the goddamn Phoenix. Well, I can't beat it. We've established that much. Can absolutely not beat it. He actually drew the Street Wraith. Wait, they could have gone Street Wraith, Death Shadow, Phoenix last turn? Or did it just write up the bubble now? I'm confused. I thought I'd just draw 2 cards. Oh, they were saving next turn was oh yeah. Maybe 3. I say maybe now I can do 5. Ooh, March. Is March worth it? Surely. Get rid of Necro. Get rid of a Bowmaster, maybe? Maybe I should have just kept 1 mana up. And discarded all the I guess I can't even Bowmaster in response to Street Wraith, right? Because they have Death Shadow Phoenix. Yeah, maybe I should have tapped everything by 1 mana. And pitched a Bowmaster. To target now. Well, I don't want to tap out. I need push mana. Need push mana to not die to their Death Shadow. Because the Death Shadow gets flying with the Phoenix. Apparently Necro is the hardest deck to play in all of Modern. This has been Struggle City. Alright, I should be in a reasonable spot here. Assuming I can draw anything relevant, especially since I don't have Thoughtseize in my deck anymore. That's gonna die to Lightning Bolt. It's gonna die to Bolt again. And assuming it's better to draw 1 than 0, right? Because they like just draw a blocker. I might need to top deck something good. What did you draw? Could be exactly on Holy Heat. So I guess I should just kill the Phoenix. I don't know if they play Bowmaster. To Force of Despair, it plays around the Blessing too. You just got a land on the draw. You just got Castle Lochdoin, like, am I ever gonna use that cards? Yeah, it looks like you build your deck to just, I don't even know, beat Living In and Rhinos and stuff. You're playing a lot of suboptimal cards. And just show you my my blue white or Jeskai. I would just play Jeskai Chant like we used to play, just minus the Flage. Plus a few win cons maybe. That's what I was hoping not to see on one. Has Castle been good for us yet? I don't remember. Taking a lot of damage either way. Yeah, I'm sure Sizzle's is probably really solid if you're looking for why only free discharge? I don't think I would do discharge over pending. And the deck was rabid. Apparently energy's still good somehow. You know what I would cut? Maybe Solitude. Need some win cons. Someone try calling me.
Monkey says, what's Nassif's win condition? You, my friend, must not know Yellowhat very well. This is not a guy who brings win conditions.
Is it summer everywhere? It's somewhere here. Summer here, I mean. 28 Celsius, high of 29. It's only going down to 16. Oh, I guess it's still going down to 14, 15. And it's only going down to 18 on Sunday. Still bearable though. Under 30. And going down under 20. But I didn't take the trawler. I will say the one surveil's been fairly high impact. I don't think I'm supposed to Voidwalker first, right? I take a lot of damage. They have it. The GG blessing. Besiege the Mirror sounds atrocious. It's like hard to have a permanent in play. You need to really build around it. You're not gonna have permanent in play that often, I think. Wait, I missed someone. Those Costco roast chickens are gas, but I bet the butter injection put the calorie count over the top. Oh. Yeah, they're really good. We get them a lot at the team house. Play one. Oh, as a one of? I mean, there's so many cards that could be okay as a one ofs, but I don't know, it doesn't sound that great to me. I think I'd rather play like a Vraska, almost a 4-mana Vraska, another Shelly, another Prof. Besiege, not historically like the greatest card. Alright, do we kill it first? Or do we play Voidwalker first? 4 different types. So they can do artifact, land, sorcery, instant, and still have a lot of each. So maybe I should do Voidwalker first. Wait, they took Necro out of this hand? Isn't that unhinged? I don't know what else I had. Yeah, no, I know Beseech is like hard to build around and have the right stuff at the right time. Gotta played some pretty bad matchups for Witherbloom Charm overall. Had a lot of matchups where just March would have been good. Stack Necro. Well, yeah, for Witherbloom Charm that does that. Dude, opponent just played a 1/1 for 1. I'm cooked. How does it work against Steph Voidwalker? Awful, right? They're at 7. They don't even have enough to bestow, right? I can just ping Moonshadow. They might have random trample. Possible Blessing doesn't do it. What could they have? A baguette is only 152 calorie? Why am I not slamming more baguettes? Combien de calories dans une baguette tradition? 100 grams. For 100 grams, it's 300 calories. I'm not sure that's only 100 grams, though. It's 150 calories if you don't... I don't know what that means, Jan. I don't know what you do with your baguettes, but... Cool, I just played 5 match and I learned like... No, we learned a decent bit. We learned about Karma, first of all. Against the Primal Prayers deck. The Primal Prayers deck was like low-key impressive because I thought it would be like some kind of buy-in stuff. Probably misplayed and got unlucky, but... It was definitely a Nassif 5-0. I mean, I punted, got unlucky. Actually, yeah, I got really unlucky against Living in these, like, BS games. Professor was really solid. Dude, I don't know.